Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the Taunville Middle School channel. So it happened, finally, the man, the myth, the legend, the all-star, Jack Doherty, has finally been arrested in Florida. Ding ding ding! Yippee! Yeah, it took this long for him to get arrested, but hey, it's about time. I think I speak for everyone when I say it's about time. Jack Doherty finally got arrested in Florida. Finally. Finally. It took this long after all the shenanigans and all the stunts that Jack Doherty pulled in 2024, all the stunts he did, harassing people in public, bothering people in public for content, hiding behind a security guard when people confront him, getting into fights with people, just being unlikable, Jack Doherty, of course, kind of deserves his reputation. Jack Doherty, of course, kind of deserves his reputation. To say I despise Jack Doherty is quite the understatement, Jack Doherty, not a fan of the guy. Jack Doherty is my inspiration, my role model. Just kidding, he's not. Yeah, I absolutely despise Jack Doherty. I don't like him. To say I despise Jack Doherty is quite the understatement. He has been causing problems so many times. Jack Doherty clearly has gotten into fights with people. He's harassed people in public. He's harassed strangers in public. He's bothered people in public. He's annoyed people in public. So him getting arrested was going to happen at some point sooner or later. So Jack Doherty getting arrested was going to happen sooner or later. The question isn't if it would happen. The question is when it would happen. Because Jack Doherty was going to get arrested at some point. Because all of his antics and all the shenanigans and all the dumb stuff he's done was going to catch up with at some point. Was going to catch up with him at some point. Jack Doherty clearly brought his fate upon himself. I mean, what does he expect? You know what I mean? But anyways, let's read this article from TMZ. Jack Doherty, social star, arrested in Miami Beach by the TMZ staff. Famous YouTuber and content creator Jack Doherty has been arrested in the Miami area, TMZ can confirm. He was cuffed by Miami Beach police outside a smoke shop and booked into Florida's Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center just before 9 a.m. on 3 charges: possession of a controlled substance, possession of, that stuff, and resisting arrest. I can't say the word because of YouTube's rules, but you know what I'm talking about. You can see the article. Specifically, cops say he was in possession of that thing, a medication used to manage ADHD and narcolepsy, and less than 20 grams of that. Video of his arrest shows him arguing with police. He has a bond set for $3,500, which he has not yet satisfied. He was streaming on Party hours before his arrest and posted footage from a yacht in Miami. Jack rose to fame in 2017 after his videos showing himself flipping various objects went viral. He has more than 13 million followers between TikTok and Instagram and 15 million on YouTube. This is a developing story. So yeah, Jack Doherty got arrested after what he did in Florida. He clearly got arrested after the stunt he pulled. Clearly not learning his lessons, still making bad decisions after bad decision. Making mistakes. Well, I can't call them mistakes anymore. He's doing this so many times. Can it really be called a mistake at this point? I don't think so, honestly. I don't really think I don't think it can even be called a mistake anymore, seeing all the stunts that Jack has done, Jack simply has no excuse. Yeah, let me read this article by BBC. YouTuber Jack Doherty arrested in Miami on depossession charges. YouTuber Jack Doherty was arrested on depossession and other charges in the Miami area in the early hours of Saturday morning, police said. The influencer was filming video content while attempting to engage with police officers in the middle of the road, blocking traffic in the process, according to arrest documents published by U.S. media. He was then apprehended, where a police search found half an orange oval-shaped pill with 3 imprinted on it, consistent with a Schedule 2, that, and 3 suspected that cigarettes. The 22-year-old is known for filming provocative videos involving pranks, with titles like "I got kicked off a cruise and I crashed into a cop car." He is also known for videos in which he provokes strangers on the street before hiding behind his bodyguard. He has more than 15 million subscribers on YouTube, over 10 million followers on TikTok, and more than 2.8 million followers on Instagram. It is unclear if Mr. Doherty has a lawyer. A representative listed on his social media did not immediately respond to requests for comment. So yeah, Jack Doherty once again is in trouble. This man clearly is not learning his lesson. He keeps doing the same stupid nonsense. He keeps doing the same stuff. Keeps getting into trouble over and over again. He never learns his lesson. He will never change. He will keep doing the same stuff over and over again. He keeps acting like this. He keeps bothering people in public. He keeps misbehaving in public. I mean, he simply has no excuse. Jack Doherty's been given numerous chances over and over again. He's been given chance after chance after chance. I'm all for forgiving. I'm all for giving people second chances in life. I'm all for redemption arcs. But this guy's been given numerous chances. He's been given chance after chance after chance to improve himself. He has had numerous opportunities. He had so many chances in life, and he blew them all because of his own selfishness, his own desires, and because he thinks he's better than everyone else around him, all because he has more money and because he's more wealthy. He has no excuse at all, honestly. No excuse for his behavior whatsoever. He's the type of guy that would be the frat boy that would be the frat boy of a fraternity, and do all sorts of stuff and get away with it, all because of his money and because of the privilege he has. His parents clearly didn't teach him right from wrong. He simply has no excuse at all here. If any of Jack Doherty's fans are watching this video, please, why are you supporting this content creator? Why are you defending him? Why are you following him? Why are you being a fan of his content? Why are you a fan of this guy? There's simply no excuse to keep defending this guy for all the stuff he's done. He's done so many shenanigans at this point, it's not even funny anymore. He's been committing so many antics, done so many things so many awful things, done so many things wrong with his life. He's done so many awful things, and the fact that people still defend him after all this time is just sickening, honestly. I mean, what more evidence do you need? He clearly is not going to learn his lesson. He keeps doing the same nonsense over and over again. People never change. He'll just keep doing this over and over again. He's not going to learn, And you can see the video online with him arguing with the cop, saying and the cop telling him that you're not better than everyone else around him. And the cop, honestly, good on the cop, bravo to the cop. You tell him. He clearly isn't going to learn his lesson. He will never change. And someone needs to bring him down to earth and make him realize he's not better than everyone else around him, all because he has money, all because he has a following. That doesn't make him better than everyone else around him, honestly. Someone has got to tell him that. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Jack Doherty finally got arrested. It took a long time, but finally, after all the stuff he's done, it finally happened. He finally got arrested. I think a lot of people are celebrating that, After what he did, he deserves everything that's coming to him and much more. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. Another video on the Talkable Middle School channel. Take care, everybody.